One of the main benefits of any treaty deal would be increased freedom of movement at the frontier. But at what cost? In the minds of many Gibraltarians, the physical fence and frontier checks represent added security against potential criminality. Others believe this is a necessary price that we'd have to pay for the benefits that come with it. This is how it is in any other city in Europe. I'm on my way to town to find out what you think about the potential removal of the fence.
We need an agreement. That we do need. There will be more crime. That's for sure, because if there is no frontier, it's free for all.
The potential for more crime reminds me of the day when the border opened and people thought there was going to be more crime and people thought there was even going to be an influx of disease. That is true, that was the feeling then. I think it's an overreaction, and I think if it does happen the way that you've explained, I'm sure that our politicians and our administrators will make sure that it's safe for Gibraltar and good for Gibraltar.
Well, I don't think it will make any difference. Let's put it this way. If anybody has any intentions of doing any harm, whether there's a border there or not, they'll do it. So I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think it'll make life easier for practically everybody to do.
The latest I've heard is that the fence is going to carry on through where the tunnel is, and the MOD estates will be also pretty much secure with the fence. Personally, I don't have any qualms.
We should keep the frontier where it is. I think it's going to make Gib completely unsafe, and we'll have to be living with double locks on our doors and all kind of things, because it's going to change our way of living too.
The less they cut the border, the less they cut the fence, the better for us. We'll be more secure.
I used to say it should come down because it makes everyone's easier instead of waiting in the big cola to get to Spain to go on holiday or to Mercadona or like in general. I think it should come down.
I think that it should be like a control. I mean, look, Gibraltar as British overseas territory. Here, for example, UK, you require a visa to get into the UK. So I can't get this thing how people from outside not having visa, UK visa, will cross the border.
I think so, but you got to be watching out for criminals just in case.
We can get a big, a good deal for us, not for Spain. Then I'm for it. I'm for it then.
The criminals are everywhere. How it's going to be controlled? There are other ways. I think I used to work in Belgium, in other European countries, and I think they had free passages as well. They can still stop criminals from doing their activities without having the cross-border control.
I do think that the frontier issue is one that's going to bring a lot of arguments within ourselves, and I do believe that the frontier should be there and kept there because it's a safety barrier within Europe and ourselves.
It could bring more criminal activity or illegal activity or any type of negative activity, but I think that's with everything that you do, so I don't know. I think my opinion is that thinking selfishly for us, it would be a big deal not to have to queue for things, to go across the border and have a more, I suppose, like a personal relationship with Spain.
The worry is, how do you control criminals getting across? I mean, I guess the positive is there won't be any queues. No, I guess that's what we hope for. But I'm not really sure how it's going to work, or if it's going to really change things drastically.
I think it's like everything. It's a period of adjusting ourselves to anything that's new. Gibraltar has always been very safe, and there's a scary aspect, I would imagine. No, we won't know until that happens, and then we'll see if there is more criminal activity, as you say, coming through or not. Maybe it's like everything. We preempt the worst, and maybe it's adhered to, and things remain as safe as they always are.
Some cautious optimism then amidst serious safety concerns, although for now, as with the rest of the deal, we can only wait and see what the future will hold.